Hello and welcome to Meghan Monday, episode 5. If you are new here, I am a certified functional nutritional therapy practitioner and fitness trainer. And I started this Meghan Monday series as a way of kind of informing you all about the long road I am taking to restore my metabolism and ultimately build the best body and health that I have ever had by my 40th birthday, which will be in July of 2021. Today, I wanted to kind of take you through what a day of 2,000 calories looks like for me, because if you saw episode 1 where I talk about what a reverse diet is, I have been week by week adding calories over time as long as my weight is holding stable, and it is. My shoulder's getting tired. In the very first clip, I'm gonna talk you through how you create a recipe in MyFitnessPal. So for those of you who are measuring your food or are wanting to take a closer look at how much you're eating throughout the day, and you wanna track it in some sort of app, and you have a family like I do, you're feeding multiple people and not trying to cook multiple meals, you can create a recipe in the app. And so I'm gonna walk you through how I do that, which will lead me to know how much I'm getting of certain things. So I'm not always just cooking chicken for myself, rice for myself, a salad for myself. When we're making large recipes, I need to know how much of that, how much of those eggs, how much of that ground beef, how much of that am I getting in my serving. So I'm gonna walk you through how to create a recipe in MyFitnessPal and then show you the rest of my 2,000 calorie day. So once you get into the MyFitnessPal app, there's 3 dots at the bottom right. That'll take you to the menu, and then you'll see a place where it says My Meals, Recipes, and Foods. And then at the very bottom, you saw there was a blue bar that said Create a Recipe. You can either add ingredients manually, which is what I'm doing here, or you can add from the web if it is a recipe that's on a blog post, for instance. So then you title it, and for starters, we'll just say it only serves 1. We're going to come back and edit that, but we don't know how much it weighs just yet, and however much it weighs will be the number of servings in grams. So now I'm going in and adding all of my ingredients. I looked for cage-free eggs, and there were 12 eggs in this recipe. Now I'm looking for egg whites. I don't like any of these listings. I just don't trust that they're not like an estimation, so I went back and typed in the brand name. And I was using Bob Evans' egg brand egg whites that we got at Publix, so I just typed that in to be more specific. And then found a listing that I liked that matched the label. A serving size on the back of the carton is 3 tablespoons, but I wanted it to be a half a cup. So I went and edited the serving size and found one that was measured in cups. And then I changed that number of servings to half, for half a cup. So that's the amount of egg whites that went into this recipe. And now I'm typing in baby spinach, and this listing is only in grams and ounces, and I actually didn't measure it on the scale. I just grabbed a big handful. I eyeballed what was approximately a cup. So I went back and looked for another listing of baby spinach that would have 1 cup as the unit of measurement, and they did, so I just found another one. And then my final ingredient was cheese, so I'm looking for just an organic shredded cheddar, which is what I used. I wasn't too concerned with the brand, so I just picked one that I recognized. And then 0.2 cups generally means a quarter cup. They don't write 0.25, they just write 0.2. And I had a half a cup in this recipe, so I could have gone in and made that 0.2 listing a double, but I just chose to use the full 1 cup serving size and then make it a half. And then I'm saving the recipe with that serving size of 1, and I will go back later once I have measured how much the recipe weighs and edit it. So you'll see that in the next clip, how I weighed out the contents of the casserole. I'm just going to edit the recipe, go back to servings, and instead of 1, I now know that it weighs 725 grams. So that's the total weight of the recipe, and every time I portion out a serving, so for instance, if I wanted to log 100 grams of this casserole, it would give me approximately 13 grams of protein. If I want to eat more than that, then I'll go in and adjust the grams. So I can go in and say, okay, well, what if I ate 200 grams of this casserole? Then how much protein would it be? Then it would be 27.5 grams, and that's closer to what I would want in a meal. So I'll know how much of it to eat. right, so I'm just not feeling taking that egg breakfast with me. I'm running off to teach my class real quick, so I have a couple of scoops of whey protein in with the rest of the coffee that I didn't finish, a scoop of collagen peptides, and then I mixed it with this chocolate almond milk because this particular protein, we like it in the chocolate, but the vanilla is gross, so you have to put it with something yummy. So this is leftover coffee, chocolate almond milk, gross vanilla protein, and collagen. And then I'm gonna take some fat and some carbs and some fiber, and then that's as balanced as it's gonna get real quick before I go teach this class. Okay, so I just topped it with some yogurt, some full-fat Greek yogurt, kind of like a sour cream sauce or something, salsa, hot sauce. That was 14 grams of an avocado. That was what was left after I gave some to the other family members. We happened to have some leftover chopped green onions from the other day, 1 piece of bacon, leftover salad. I'll have to estimate what that is because I made like a pre-made salad mixture for the kids. So I'll have to estimate how much dressing I'm eating. And then I just put the rest of our bag of shredded carrots on top. So this is meal number 2. I'm gonna eat it real quick because I have a client call check-in 9 minutes. I'll have to go out of my way to make sure I chew enough for strong digestion. Now we gotta count heads, make sure we got everybody. All right. That's Agent Carter, we got her. Oh, somebody just got upset. There's Red and Starlight. All right, so is that everybody? Move, Agent Carter, I can't see. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got everybody. Good job, ladies. Way to put yourselves to bed. Night-night. All right, everything is still a hot mess from landscaping not being started yet. So this is a cluster, but here's where the chickie babies are sleeping for now, in a recycling basket with chicken wire and some weights on top to keep the raccoons out. So this is their bed for now. We'll integrate them into the coop once things calm down out here in the backyard. They're not quite big enough, but almost. Okay, so this is one of the beautiful things about macros. When you start paying attention to how much you are eating through the day, and you're doing a concerted effort to make sure you are feeding your metabolism and not being on a diet, then all of a sudden you have these buckets. There's a certain amount of calories I want to eat each day. There's a certain amount of protein grams, carb grams, and fat grams that I am trying to hit, minimums. I can't possibly eat 1,300 calories in my dinner. I wouldn't want to. This is a very freeing type of snack for me because I went for so long thinking that I was not someone who ate sugar or carbs, especially during phases of my life where I wanted to lose fat. I felt like those two things were mutually exclusive. And now I am intentionally adding it on purpose. This was a post-workout snack right before I went to go get showered up and do all my nighttime skincare. And then I came back down for my actual dinner. Okay, it's late, so this lighting is just gonna look delicious. But what that is the rest of the baked chicken that Eric had made the other day. So 2 ounces of cooked chicken, 2 ounces of cooked, he just turned the lights on. Well, okay. 2 ounces of eye-round steak. And then that is 200 grams of cooked squash and zucchini. I don't have time to be weighing things raw. We cook in bulk around here. We got to feed a family. And then 200 grams of cooked potatoes are underneath all that. I did not bother to measure the onions and the mushrooms. I just weighed everything out. Get out of here with that. He's shining a flashlight on me. And you can't see it, but there's some cheese on there on my potatoes. And so I just warmed all that up. And then I'm going to use this instead of sour cream to make it kind of like creamy. It's a whole milk yogurt that'll get me just a couple extra grams of protein. So I'm only going to have half of this serving right here. So I'll get an extra 7.5 grams of protein by using this instead of sour cream, but it'll give it like a little creamy topping, and I need to wipe that off. That's gross. All right, so that's dinner, and I still need 380 calories after this meal to get to my 2,000 for the day. I should have filmed on Wednesday when I nailed it, but I don't know what I'm going to eat after this. I'll figure it out and let you know. All right, so I am definitely not one to force myself to eat if I'm not hungry or don't want it, but it is really important when doing metabolic healing that you stick to at least the foundation of the pyramid, which is calories. So what is the way that I could at least get to my 2,000 calories and not eat in a disordered way? Wine and dark chocolate, you say? I have ended up at 2,005 calories for the day, ending with this 1.25 ounce of dark chocolate from Trader Joe's and a 5-ounce glass of Cabernet Sauvignon. I was 118 grams of protein on a goal of 125, so a little shy, but close enough. I will take it. Surprise, I'm wearing a different outfit. I just wanted to say thanks so much for watching. That was my 2,000 calorie day. Next week I'll bump up to 2,100 calories and we'll see how my metabolism and my body holds strong. If you enjoyed seeing stuff like this, then like this video. If you have any questions about anything, adding a recipe in MyFitnessPal or the kinds of things that I eat or why I do certain things, please feel free to ask a question or leave a comment below. And please also make sure that you are subscribed so you never miss a video. And if you watched last week, you might have heard me talk about the new course that is dropping in January of 2021. It's going to have 3 main pillars, talking all about mindset, the function of your body, and then also how to design the form of your body, which is similar to the process I'm going through now. So if you are interested in getting updates on that new course when it releases, then please make sure that you drop me an email to meg@meghandorman.com, and I will make sure that you get all of the updates as it progresses through the end of this year, and that you're the first to know when doors are open in January. So thanks for being here, and I will see you next time.